Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be taking you through our project, the Smart Irrigation Water Distribution System. Firstly, I will walk you through the lab prototype we have designed, which represents the core hardware setup of our system. To begin with, at the water source, we have installed the GSN SR40T ultrasonic water level sensor. This sensor gives us a clear idea of how much water is available before the distribution begins. From the source, water flows into the starting control point where we have placed a few key components: a water pressure sensor to monitor the pressure of the outgoing water, a water flow sensor to measure how much water is being released, an RTC module to keep track of time and schedule irrigation, a relay module to control power of the valve, and a solenoid valve which physically opens and closes to control the water flow. Then at the field distribution junction where the water is split and sent to different fields, we have installed a similar setup. This setup not only allows us to measure how much water reaches each field, but also lets us detect any leakages by comparing the pressure and flow data from the source to the distribution point. Now that we have gone through the lab prototype, let's move on to the software side of our project. Here you can see the landing page of our system. Let's go ahead and log in as the admin to see what features and controls are available. So once we log in, we are taken to the admin dashboard where we can monitor and control various aspects of irrigation system. On this dashboard, you can view real-time data of water flow and pressure at the field distribution junction, monitor the water level at the source tank using the data from the ultrasonic sensor, see the latest alerts such as leak detection or low water level warnings, and access or edit the irrigation schedules including the start times and durations for each field. Moving on to the management of the sources and the fields in the system, as an admin you can easily add a new water source by entering the source name, its location, and a brief description. Once added, the source will appear in the system and you will also be able to see how many fields are currently associated with that source. You also have the option to edit or delete any source or entry whenever needed. Similarly, for the fields, you can add new field details by entering the field name, the field size, the LoRa ID, and selecting the associated source from a drop-down list. Once submitted, the field gets added to the system and linked to the selected source. Just like the sources, you can also edit or delete the existing field records easily. Now let's move on to the sensors and valve page of our system. Starting with the sensors section, when you want to add a new sensor, you simply enter the sensor name, choose the sensor type, and select the associated field where the sensor is installed. Once you fill out the details, you can click add sensor and it will appear in the list below. From there, you can also edit the sensor information and also delete the sensor if it's no longer in use. Now for the valve section, it works in a similar way. To add a valve, you just enter the valve name, select the associated field, and then click add valve. And just like the sensors, once the valve is added, it appears in the list where you can edit and delete it anytime. Next, to the schedule page of the system, this is where we can set up the irrigation schedules for each field so that the water is delivered automatically based on the time and volume. To create a schedule, you need to select the field where you want to send the water, set the start time, set the end time, and enter the amount of water to be delivered. Once the schedule is saved, the system will automatically activate the corresponding valve at the start time and water will begin flowing to the selected field. Here in this video, you can see that the schedule starts at the exact start time that we set, and it then automatically stops either when the end time is reached or when the total volume has already been delivered. Here in this command center page of the system, this is where you can manually control the valves and also view the command history. To send a manual command, just follow the simple steps, that is to click on the add command, select the field where the valve is located, choose the action you want, either open or close, and then click send. Once you send the command, the system will instantly execute it. Now let's take a look at the analysis page. From here, the admin can view and compare the water volume data, monitor the pressure readings at different points, and based on these comparisons, the admin can detect if there are any leakages or irregularities in the system. Another key feature here is the ability to view the real-time data. The admin can monitor the live readings of water flow, pressure, and water level. Now here in the alerts section, this is where the admin will receive important alerts from the system, like if there is a sudden drop in pressure that may indicate a leak, if the water level in the source tank gets too low. All these alerts will appear here in the real time. Lastly, in the settings page, the admin can edit his or her user profile and update the broker configuration easily from one place. This is the mobile app designed for the field owners. It allows the owner to monitor the real-time data from their fields such as water flow, pressure, and water level at the associated source. The owner can manually turn off the valve if they feel enough water has been delivered. The app also displays the irrigation schedule, sends alerts related to their fields, and provide full access to manage settings like changing usernames and passwords.